Hello, welcome back to the channel, and today we'll be talking about the NHL trade deadline. I'll probably do another video with someone else opining on it, but I get a quick one out now. We just finished the trade deadline. It is about 5:30 here on Friday, March 6th. Yeah. So we just finished up seeing what happened here with the trade deadline. The Red Wings actually made a move. We'll talk about that in a minute. I have the NHL article up, and we'll talk about the details of the Wing stuff and more in a minute. We'll just start from March 1st. Flyers acquire Boris Kachuk from the Wild for defenseman Roman Schmidt. March 2nd, Connor Murphy was acquired by the Oilers from Chicago for a second-round pick in the 2028 draft. We then see that the Wild acquire forward Michael McCarron from the Nashville Predators for a second-round pick in 2028. Vegas Golden Knights acquire Cole Smith from the Predators for Christopher Seedorf and a third-round pick in 2028. A lot of 2028 picks. Stars acquire Tyler Myers from Vancouver for a second-round pick in the 2027 draft and a fourth-round pick in 2029. So that's very interesting because that was a guy that was actually he was a guy that was supposed to go to the Red Wings, but used his no trade clause to veto, which I find very interesting. So you're allowed to just not go to certain teams and then go to other teams later. That seems very interesting. I thought it was like a no movement clause, let alone selective no trade clause. I guess I've heard of those before, but not really a ton of those in the NBA. So I said actually I was talking to my buddies about it. I believe just Bradley Beal has one. Might don't quote me on that one. Or he did. I don't think he does anymore. So Colorado Avalanche acquire Nick Blankenberg from the Nashville Predators for a fifth-round pick in 2027. This was a bigger one. Mackenzie Weegar, defenseman we talked about on the channel the other day, went from the Flames to the Utah Mammoth for Ali Mata, defenseman, Jonathan Castagna, a forward, and 3 second-round picks in the 2026 draft, which is crazy. So the Flames get a big return for that. Instead of 1 first, you get 3 seconds, which is kind of crazy. Jason Dickinson and Colton Dock go to Edmonton from Chicago for Andrew Mangiapane and a first-round pick in the 2027 draft. I believe it's very conditional, so we'll see how that goes. Good salary dump for Edmonton, but Doc is a quality player back as well. Thought they were going to open up space, do something more. Apparently, that didn't happen. Now we're on March 5th. Nick Dowd moves from Chicago, from the Whitecaps from the Capitals. Sorry, Washington Capitals. Excuse me. For goalie Jesper Vikman and a third-round pick from the Vegas Golden Knights, along with a second-round pick in 2029. So moving down the line there. Colorado Avalanche get Nick Roy from the Toronto Maple Leafs for a conditional first-round pick in 2027 and a fifth-round pick in 2026. So the Avs going all in, man. They got more coming, trust me. Jeff Petrie from the Wild goes to the Wild from the Panthers for a seventh-round pick, conditional. So that's pretty much just a dump. Jack Thompson goes to Vancouver from the Sharks for Jet Wu. Straight switch there. Dallas Stars acquire Michael Bunting from the Predators for a third-round pick. Bunting goes to the Stars for a third-round pick that goes back to Nashville. So Nashville, again, they loaded up. They really dumped a lot of guys. They loaded up. Senators acquire Warren Fogle and a third-round pick in the 2026 draft from the Kings for a second-round pick and a third-round pick. So that's an interesting trade there. The Connor Garland goes to the Columbus Blue Jackets from Vancouver for a third-round pick in 26 and a second-round pick in 28. The Red Wings reacquire David Perron from the Senators for a fourth-round pick. We'll talk about that, the conditional pick, because he's coming off an injury. Sabres get Logan Stanley and Luke Shen from Winnipeg Jets for Isaac Rosen, Jacob Bryson, a second-round pick in 27 and a fourth-round pick in 26. Ducks acquire John Carlson from the Capitals for a first-round pick conditional and a third-round pick in 27, which is crazy. That was a crazy one. I remember I saw it when I kind of gasped. And then we see Sam Carrick going to the Sabres from the Rangers for a conditional third and a sixth-round pick for next year's draft. Bruins acquire Alex Gendron and Maximo Rizzo from the Flyers for Brett Harrison and Jackson Edward. Wild acquire Bobby Brink for defenseman David Juracek. Another fun one, the Wild acquire Foligno for the Blackhawks for future considerations. Basically, just gave him away, so he can go play with his brother. Corey Perry goes to the Lightning. Another back to Lightning. I think he was on the team for a while, for a second-round pick in the 28 draft. Blackhawks get Derek Palute from the Rangers for Aiden Thompson. Canes get Nick Delorier from the Flyers for a conditional 7th-round pick. Red Wings get Justin Faulk from the Blues for a 1st-round pick and a 2023 3rd-round pick. A 2026 3rd-round pick in the NHL draft, and for Justin Holl. Okay, I didn't see that part either. And unsigned forward Dmitry Buchnilikov. Capitals get Timothy Lindgren from the Sharks for a 4th-round pick. Sabres acquire Tanner Pearson for a 7th-round pick from the Jets. So there's that. Islanders acquire Braden Shen for a 1st-round pick from the Blues and the 3rd-round pick from the Blues as well, and Jonathan Drouin and goalie Marcus Gildoff. And then at the buzzer, Flames get Ryan Strome from the Ducks for a 7th-round pick, and the biggest one right at the end, Colorado Avalanche reacquire Nassim Kadri for a 4th-round pick from the Flames, and a 4th from the Flames for a 1st-round pick in 28, and a 2nd-round pick in 27, along with Victor Olofsson. So that was a big one there right at the buzzer. So that is a lot. I know I've just kind of word vomited a lot of that out. So we'll look back at the Wings in particular. I didn't actually see the other trade on here. Oh, yeah, I skipped over it. Sorry. Pittsburgh Penguins acquire Elmer Soderblom from the Wings for a 3rd-round pick. So the 3rd-round pick, you get 3rd-round pick for Elmer. You use it right away to go get Justin Faulk. So, the net was you give out a 4th and a 1st and Elmer Soderblom, and you get Justin Faulk and David Perron. I guess it's something. A lot of my hockey buddies do like Faulk, for a 1st-round pick. It's kind of crazy, but the idea is it's a bad 1st-round pick. You're going for it. I sat here and complained about how I wanted, a guy here, and you go ahead and get a good guy. And in Justin Faulk, very veteran defenseman. Let me get his exact stats up here real quick. Let's see here. Faulk. He is now on the Red Wings. He is 33 years old, 6 foot 214. He is I believe a right shot defenseman. 11 goals, 21 assists, 32 points in how many games this year? Let's see real quick, in 61 games so far. Crazy that we've already had 61 games. So this is one of his higher goal-scoring seasons of his career. He's been in St. Louis since 2019. He was been in Carolina from 2011 to 2019. So this is his, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15th season. So he's obviously a big veteran, and hopefully will help shore up that back there. So back line there, excuse me. So that's what we got for now. Probably would have loved something better, maybe, ? But it's something. It's a lot more than I thought we were going to get for a while. It was like, really? This is what we're doing? David Perron back. David Perron is back. I'll just check out his stats from the last season or two. He had one of the better Wings goals you'll ever see, especially considering timing. At that moment, we were in the playoffs. In between overtime, we were not. David Perron groin was traded. Yeah, I think they have a hernia, I believe. He hasn't played since the 20th of January, but he was in Detroit for 2 seasons. He had 56 points and 47 points. Last year, he didn't play a ton, had 16 points in 43 games, but now he's back to 25 points in 49 games. So probably a 3rd-line guy. Just hopefully he does what you need him to do. And maybe the Wings can make a push here. Sabres are going all in. The Lightning are just really good. Other teams, the Canadians, I don't really think they did a ton. Thinking about it, I don't think they really did anything. I could search it quickly, but I didn't remember seeing them. So, it's starting to settle in the East here. The Bruins didn't do a ton. So excited to see how this season turns out. How many games are even left? I think there is. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 20 games left. So, win 10, 11, and you'll be in the playoffs hopefully. So let's see how it all turns out. So thank you all for watching. Like and subscribe as always, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Let me know down below if there's guys you would wanted the Wings to get, or if you like the move or not. So yeah, thank you for watching. Share it with a friend, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.